this is a moment of karmic release, and that's what came up when I asked about the situation and the collective for this present moment. And it's an intense moment, and you really, I guess you feel it, and it is this release point, and that is really a beautiful card for this, because that's the deer that's giving up all of these butterflies and releasing them, and it's beautifully decorated by butterflies and jewelry, and this and there is a tear in the eye of the butterfly to let it go. And so this is a moment of joy and of release in the same moment, and that's what we want to take a look at. Just as this is a quick collective reading, and I hope that we find something about it, what that means and what we want to know. And we have the owls, we have the heart, and we have an island, and I want to have two more to see where this is going. So we have a volunteer, and we have this card as well. So there we have this moment of release. Can be that you have to let go of love, that you have to let go of something you really wanted to have. And this is the moment that where something comes up that shows you that you have to let go of isolating yourself in this idea. And this can even mean that there is something you have to let go about love. And I think that is just, it doesn't have to be a real relationship you have to let go. I think it's more like a vision, an idea about something, and about someone maybe. And to let that go, because it is like isolating you somewhere. And it's about, this release is about you stepping into your vision for your future, for your vision of how you want to be connected, how you want to relate to others, how you want to be in relationship, how you want to be in your working world, right? And this is like letting go of an idea and releasing the beautiful transformation that comes with it, because then you will step into this moment of being connected to your vision. So whatever that means in your life, you will know what that means. I don't know. So we'll take a look at other cards as well. We want to have a moon card. We have this one, meditate and contemplate. And we have this one, nothing is yet set in stone. And this can even mean that there is a situation in your life where you put yourself into isolation, and can even mean your thoughts about something that put you into isolation and put you into the situation where you feel like an island. You are isolated, and that is not the truth. Stay connected to yourself, stay connected to your how you want to move forward, stay connected to your North Star, and then expand your perspective. That is a narrow perspective, to put yourself into this place of being an island and being isolated. And this is like, get yourself out there, get yourself into your own resourcefulness, because that is what the second house is about as well, is about your value. It's about your resources, it's about your money, it's about all of the things that are of value for you, And it is like release the things that are holding you back from expansion. And that is the idea of being isolated, right? That is the idea of being secluded by something. So I had to adjust it. I'm always a little bit off. Yeah, but they have to live with that. So that is the idea, and this is, I think it is the karmic relief that comes with this knowing, and this is an inner knowledge that you put yourself into this. You put yourself into this idea where you hold on to something that is not the truth, where you hold on to something that is that hurt you in the past, and then you isolate yourself because that is your stress reaction. And this is releasing this by being connected to yourself, meditating and contemplating about it, being in Pisces. This is the new moon in Pisces, and this is the mutable moon. Pisces is mutable as well, right? And so that is, nothing is yet set in stone. There is nothing to have a conclusion on. There is nothing you can assume. It is heading somewhere else and not being able to head into the right direction. And it's beautiful. We have 2 times we have the arrow, and the arrow is heading outside here. It's like expanding somewhere else and having beliefs. It's like Sagittarius. Sagittarius has beliefs about something. And this is the expansion of that, not aiming on something outside. It's this card where the arrow is in the apple. It is in the fruitfulness of the apple. It is in and the apple is red, right? It can be a hint to something like a poisoned apple. That is what this whole thing seems to be like. The poisoned apple that you that you focus on in your perception of your love in the world, your heart in the world, your way how you go for something, and the invitation to step into the real value of your vision and your North Star and your uniqueness, because that is what comes up. Your uniqueness brings you the next phase of your life, where you head into the beautiful wealth of your resources. That's what's coming up, right? This is the past. Aiming at different things, aiming at something that is about a belief, that and expanding out of it to release the past, to allow this to be transmuted, allow yourself to step into something new and to do something new, and to see the patterns behind it, and then to contemplate, to be connected to yourself, and move into the next phase of your life where you are connected to the beautiful resources that we see on this picture. And yeah, that's beautiful that we can see this here, because the connection to the refusal is like you're aiming at something, you're holding on to a belief that is not helping you to move forwards into your own fulfillment, that is not moving into the release. It is like trying to steal your dream. It's trying to hold you back from stepping into this call. You have a call and you have a vision, and all of these Saturnian questions that are asked right now is like, do you really want to go for this? Did you experience this the first time? It was long ago, but we experienced this, and do you really want to go for it? Or do you want to take step back and isolate yourself? Because that is holding us in a safe place. And this card is showing you, no, that's a refusal of the call. That's a trick. That's just a trick. That's nothing else. And there we have the next thing that is waiting for you is the overwhelm and plenty. It's overflow. And the overflow is something that is coming with your new decision that you will make. And that is the beautiful thing, because you make a new decision that will get you into the overflow. And this can lead into overwhelm as well. Of course, if you are in lack and you had beliefs about resources and about money, and you get into a place where you expand, this can be overwhelming. And this is where you step in by holding your own compassion for yourself. And be there with yourself in this overflow and in this beautiful place where you see the shadow of that you want to hold yourself back, but you don't go for it. And you go for something else. And that is like moving out of the stagnation that comes with this temptation of refusing the call, of following the, I would say, following the resistance. The resistance comes with this belief, with these beliefs about something that is in your heart and that is stressful because it was hurtful, and then it was about isolation and going backwards. And this is the moment where you take another chance, because you release all of these old stuff. And the universe is in your hand to move forwards and to do something really, really amazing. And that is through connectivity. That is so beautiful. Because it is leading into something really amazing, because it is letting go of this, and this is like what the release, this karmic release is the patterns that drove you into you yourself holding yourself back by moving into isolation and doing it on your own, right? And this is the moment where we are shown that we can step into the connectivity, and then we can create something really magical for us and for the ancestors. And that is a really, really beautiful thing, because that is where we can see that these old patterns can be broken. These old patterns can be released, and then we step into something really magical new. That is absolutely lovely what we see here, because it is leading into something really magical and something really, really new. And we want to see what Margarita Peterson Tarot is telling us about it. And yes, and that's the moment, and that's beautiful, because we have this tower moment that always led into the perception of yourself. We have the 8 of feathers, we have the 8 of swords, right? It's this moment of the tower moment, when something happens that triggers an old pattern that leads into the same thing of how you value yourself. That's what we had in the beginning. There is this belief that is shattered right now, and that is questioning your value and how you show up in the world and how you value your own thing. And it leads into fulfillment. We have the 8 of feathers, letting go of these old beliefs about yourself and about your own value, your own resources in this, right? And stepping into something else, stepping into the magic that you came here to experience, and stepping into the 6 of coins as something that is like the resources that you really need. So it is a breaking of a pattern, and it seems to be something that really hits you in this moment when you are confronted with this. But it is a pattern, right? It is just a pattern. And it is like leading you into something that is really magical. And it is about the Three of Cups, giving and taking, and really being in this connection where we can let the cup overflow and to give to others. And that is really something really beautiful. Because it is like showing up in this way how we can create something with the unconscious, with the knowledge that we hold in the High Priestess, the knowledge that you hold, and the things that you really want to experience as from an intuitional level, and not from this idea of being kept somewhere by your mind. So you're creating something really amazing, something that will lead into the beautiful resources that you want to experience. And it is a collaboration of people who give equally. And you know this already. But now it's the time to have the patience to let it move forwards and to let it move into the creation that comes with it. Letting go of the island, being an island, and pulling back. Because that's where you hold yourself back to go for your call. That's not the thing to do in this moment. Hold your horses. There will be a resolution about this. There will be a new belief. There will be letting go of the old belief. Something will happen that will show you that the universe is in your hand, and it's worth following your uniqueness, following your North Star, instead of following old patterns. This is the moment of the karmic release. This is the moment that can be difficult, because it is letting go of something that we are used to. That's the tear in the eye of the deer or the stag. You know, that's the moment when we have to allow this transformation to happen. And that's what you do. So mourn the loss of the old patterns. That's the best way to use this time we are in, is to mourn the old patterns that we used to move us forwards, and where we realize now that this it didn't lead into anything. It just led into us refusing our own call. And that's what patterns do. They try to keep us safe, and they try to help us to stay put and not to move forwards, because it's dangerous, because we don't know what happens. And that is this moment where life invites you to go for it, to mourn the past, and to allow this to be released, and then to move forwards and bring this magic into the world, because that's transformation, right? Bring your own resources into the world and your own abundance, and stop holding on to these old beliefs that keep you stuck. It's time to move forwards. It's time to release. And maybe that's not the right thing to say. It's time to move forwards. It's time to open up, to let it go, and to let it transform, because that's what it wants to do. Yeah, that's where we are at right now, and it's a beautiful thing to be there, and it's a challenging thing to be there. And so, but I want to have a closing card for us to see what that means, and or what is the message of Spirit telling us what we... No, that's not the truth. I think that's this one. Be bold. If we have been taught to always settle for less than what we dream of, we may wonder if living a boldly optimistic life is unrealistic. But you are an adventurer, divine explorer on the wild path of life. You have been created with those bold dreams in your heart, and you are meant to fulfill them with the loving encouragement and support of life. Yeah, you cannot make it up. As I always say, and this is what it invites you to. Be bold, to release the old things and to invite the new transformation and the new path to come in. It's the right time for it. It's the right question that Saturn asks you. Are you willing to let it go? Are you willing to transform? Are you willing to allow the old patterns to go, to the new to come in? Because this is the moment, this is the threshold. Can feel like a tower moment, but it is a threshold that wants you to follow your call. Thank you so much for being here and for allowing me to read to you. That is really an honor. Thank you. And I see you soon.